It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap. As it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New England Patriots. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
21, 21, 21. 21, 21, 21.
Now Jones. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Now a give, right side. It's McKenzie. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Set. Here we go. 11, 12, 12, 12.
Throwing Jones. This one swung outside to Strong. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This is 2nd and 8. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got him on, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team is capable of.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
12, 12, 12.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, 24.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the 2nd quarter.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try the air now with Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Off of play action, it's Watson.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Jones on the return. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away. And the Pats are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. To throw is Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you...
And now the rookie's free. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Patriots are able to add on to that lead.
You talk about rookies having big statistical years. He had a boatload of these in the regular season, more than 1 per game, and now he has his first here in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big play ability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
In motion comes the tight end left. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Ready. Go check. Go check.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Browns 1st down.
Broncos.
They'll look to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Okay, I wish I could say this from experience, but I have talked to people about this. When you've had a big return for a touchdown, the hardest thing to do the rest of the game is to make good decisions, because after you've gotten one, you expect to get another one. In this case, he needed to tamp back the enthusiasm a little bit.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, McKenzie, and they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 33. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dixie Maverick, Dixie Maverick. 18, Pioneer.
He'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Slant.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. A nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now receiver in motion left.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
The York on now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Play 17. Browns 14. York to kick off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this one.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McKenzie.
That's a good acceleration there.
They say you have to broadcast, man.
That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say that this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mike Gesicki, 42 yards.
And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Trap 50, trap 50. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Viking 18. Lions.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be. This offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Go, Reed, go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a give right side. McKenzie. And some space here. Inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperate. They got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Rodney, 18 Red, 19 Lions, 79 Broncos, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Disconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Warriors 70.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for New England. 52 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
11.
Throwing Jones. And this is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Second and 10.
Now a give right side. It's McKenzie, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
181 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Some extra bulk on that line for 3rd and inches.
Jones keeping it on the sneak.
And he will have the Patriots first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff up the middle. McKenzie. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are right back in this football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Browns.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble marking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
He'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That is caught. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And the Browns, first down.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Check match, check match. Good.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, 49 yards.
And the Browns get a bit closer. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And that should do it. He's got a first down, and the Patriots can run it out from here.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McKenzie. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter